Woohoo! Just landed. Flying over the mountains was so scary. It was like everything was so green. Everything had this really scary saturation to it. It's like the whole landscape was like a forest green Pantone swatch. Or like it was something from a Lego playset where everything had kind of been like plugged in. It was just a bit too plastic or a bit too perfect. Anyway, rich review having not even gotten out of the airport yet. Okay, hear me out. Snow is a hoax. I feel like I've only ever seen it in The Holiday with Kate Winslet. It's fucked. It feels like I'm in this weird Truman show of a snow globe, and at any minute my boat is going to crash into a glass wall. It's scary. It's like people's teeth are just a little bit too white or something. I trust no one. Also, the landscape looks like it's something from a Hallmark Christmas movie. So, yeah, if you don't hear from me, contact Netflix. Okay, I'm so sick of green. Honestly, I just kill some vegetation with just a little bit of brown in it. Something that doesn't smell like pine. It's honestly like this hike today felt like when you get into a car after it's been detailed and you kind of feel a bit nauseous from the air freshener. God, it's even just like the air is so spearmint. It burns. It's like, remember when Listerine used to be a thing and you'd gargle it and then you'd take that first breath of air and it would hurt a bit? That's what breathing in the Pacific Northwest is like. Oh, you know what I miss? Just eucalyptus. You know how they used to do that used to, like they don't exist anymore. They used to do that rustly thing, or the kind of like whispery paper kind of sound that they make. God, it's nice. Or just like walking along the Yarra Trail when you can smell the wattles and it's like a little bit sweet. Yeah, anyway, could just kill for a bit of dust, to be honest. Ooh, I got cut off. Yeah, I genuinely cannot tell you the last time I saw dust. Like, it's just raining so much. Everything is cold and wet. You know how in Melbourne, though, like in a summer's afternoon, you can see the dust particles doing that dancey thing that they do in the light beams? Like, my whole perception of Melbourne just has that dusty, grainy kind of filter on everything that just makes it feel genuine in a weird way. Anyway, who would have thought I'd be in the literal mountains missing dust? I'm just on my lunch break. I thought I'd try. Oh my god, can you hear these geese in the background? God, they're so annoying. They're honestly like the bin chickens of Canada. Like, it really makes me miss magpies. How ridiculous is that? That I'm looking at geese and being like, man, I wish that was a magpie. It's like, I don't know, the idea of a magpie on a power line or like a garbage truck on a summer's morning seems so nice right now. Is that not the most ridiculous suburban dream you've ever heard? Anyway, I'm currently sitting on this cold concrete ledge thinking about how good it would be to be sitting on some warm bluestone in a Melbourne alleyway. Or like, remember it around 3 p.m. when the sun would hit those weird reflective towers in the CBD and it would give everything that warm kind of like purple hue? I don't know. Somehow everything in Australia just seems softer and warmer and kind of dappled. I think I'm just hangry. Anyway, love ya. No. But I don't know. I feel like when I came here, everyone told me that I'd be underwhelmed by Canadian beaches. But I feel like they're nice. It's like they're kind of the rugged and handsome variety. Like, so today I learned about this rock, and I feel like it just encapsulates BC beaches to a T. But it's called Ocean Pearl, and it's like chiseled and rough, but it's also got these veins of white that go through it that are kind of delicate and beautiful. I don't know. I feel like the thing I like about BC is, or just like Pacific Northwest, is like the deep blues and greys of rock pools and the barnacles and like the blue herons But then pair that with a weatherboard shack where you can eat hot mussels. I don't know, it's kind of like raw but comforting at the same time. It's so nice here. You would love it. There's something about the smokiness of the cedars with the deep greens of the forest that just make for drinking whiskey by a fireplace. What a wanky thing to say, but true. Also, it's raining outside at the moment. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's so cozy. It kind of sounds like taffy when it hits the muddy understory. Anyway, also, we saw an eagle today. So cool. And I keep thinking, like the animals here, the bears and the salmon and the eagles, they all have this kind of wilderness to them that feels authentic. Sorry, I missed your call earlier. Um, just bear with me. I'm taking the trash out. Oh God, they reek. You know what's funny? This smell reminds me of Richmond alleyways on a 30-degree day. It's like the smell of garbage and hot concrete. Oh, it would just like waft through the suburbs. Yuck. Yuck. Oh, the heat. God. I can just imagine the waves of heat coming off the stones at Square. So funny when I think of that. For some reason, the soundtrack to all of that is just screeching trams when they go around the tracks and they've expanded in the heat. It's weird. My whole memory of Melbourne now is just overexposed, and it has this weird orange filter over everything. It's like a spaghetti western.